Asari Pathfinder, Matriarch Ashara, was killed while attempting negotiations with the Ket. A decision by replacement Pathfinder Sarissa Theris to prioritize talks breakdown over Ashara's curriculum condemned by Asari leadership. However, Theris remains Pathfinder until demands vocal support from
Pathfinder
Countess
sighting.
HNS. This is HNS.
Damn, this is a bit broken.
Pathfinder, I've been hearing more about the Ket. We're lucky they haven't found the station after all this time. I can't imagine what it would have been like to get here without the Nexus waiting.
Thanks for the talk.
Sure thing. Pathfinder.
I'm just checking for any more extra dialogues.
Pathfinder?
I'm still confused she has $1. Did Byron had more plans for her or something? Well, she don't know. Did she maybe work on Quarian?
Pathfinder?
I probably in earlier play started playing it's just I don't know there's somebody maybe she's Quarian or Magriffins related. I know there's another character you
Have you ever been trapped with nothing but your own thoughts to keep you company? It's excruciating.
I do not experience psychological distress as you describe it.
Do you experience any emotions?
No, and I am intrigued as to why you do.
You find me intriguing. My liberator. Welcome.
Ryder, one of your father's memories is available.
Let's see it.
A moment. There is an added layer of security.
What was it Gian Garson said? The code word is Fulcrum?
That worked. This is the last memory your father encrypted, from the final planning stages of Hyperion's departure.
Castus, thanks for calling. Not a lot of people still admit to knowing me.
I owe you. Those were good days on the Citadel, Alec. I checked with my son Garrus. He works there now, CSEC.
And?
He says the Council thinks Commander Shepard's story is bogus.
Uh-huh. But?
Privately, I've heard they're starting to wonder.
This threat, they're called Reapers?
Shepard's word for them. Something about a cycle, an extinction event that happens every 50,000 years, galaxy-wide. And supposedly the alarm clock's about to go off again.
Unbelievable.
I know. But according to Garrus, Shepard's as level-headed as they come. Takes after you. And then 7. So, if the commander says these Reapers are coming, I don't want to be around to see them.
Thanks, Castus.
Take care.
Yes?
I checked around. There might be something to this.
If there is a war, the scramble for resources will be on a scale we've never seen before. The chaos will be monumental.
We should accelerate our timetable.
They will keep the reason quiet. No need to alarm anyone. But the arcs must be underway before any fighting starts. We can't get caught in the crossfire.
Agreed.
Is there something else?
Years ago, you mentioned salvation for a lot of people. You knew this was coming.
I knew something was coming. In theory. Shepard made it real.
And now that you're right,
We'll need a new home. We're going to be all that's left of civilization.
Sam,
Yes, Pathfinder?
track down my kids. Tell them their old man needs to talk. It's urgent. And how is Ellen?
She remains in stasis. As you hoped, it has suspended the progress of her disease.
Make sure her pod is on the Hyperion. Don't use her real name. I'll tell the kids when the time is right. Sam, transfer Pathfinder access. Encrypt memories. There's still hope for your mother.
Mom is here? Alive?
Alec blocked all knowledge of this memory. I now recall his directive to put Ellen into stasis. He hoped it would halt further progress of her disease, until a cure could be found.
This should never have been kept secret.
Your father didn't want to raise false hopes. This is the reason you were made Pathfinder, to see the process through.
Where's Mom now?
Here on the Hyperion. Ellen is in a stasis pod under a false name. Elizabeth Riley.
Not a whole lot of originality on this fake name.
Now we know what Gian Garson meant. That something big spooked the Benefactor. It was these Reapers. What do you know about them?
A Spectre operative in the Milky Way, Commander Shepard, launched an investigation in 2183 into the existence of an ancient race known as Reapers. According to Shepard's information, the Reapers invade the Milky Way every 50,000 years to destroy any advanced organic life. Allegedly, this cycle has been occurring for millions of years. Shepard claimed the Reapers' return was imminent.
That was over 600 years ago. Was Shepard right? Did the Reapers come back?
Additional logs in your father's quarters have unlocked. Their implications are troubling. Your father believed it prudent that you have this information should anything happen to him.
But why was Gian Garson murdered?
Recall Garson's words about the Benefactor. Now they're moving 100,000 of us to Andromeda. I hope it's all for good, but I have my doubts.
What does that mean? Who was or is the Benefactor?
Unknown.
So this was Dad's plan.
Alec could not live with the thought of Ellen recovering, only to discover you had died. He sacrificed himself to ensure you and Scott could one day be reunited with your mother. He was also concerned that what he knew about the Reapers and the Benefactor remained secret. He entrusted you with this knowledge. Additional logs with pertinent information are now unlocked in Alec's quarters.
Got it. I need to go find Mom.
I really hope the next Mass Effect doubles into the Mr. the Benefactor. It's really just frustrating. We still don't know anything.
Your father's personal logs.
We've just arrived in Andromeda. Before the rest of the Hyperion wakes up, I've checked our comms for any signals from the Milky Way. Looks like sometime in 2186. Everything went to hell. We got out just ahead of it. Commander Shepard was right. And so was our mysterious benefactor.
Hello, Alec. This is Liara Tassoni, and the year is 2186. I don't know if you'll even receive this message, but we corresponded years ago. I remember you spoke about a plan to settle Andromeda. I don't know if your arcs made it out of the Milky Way, but the worst has happened here. I'm with Commander Shepard and a brave crew. We're trying to build a weapon to turn the tide, but I fear that the civilization you remember, the people of the Milky Way as you knew them, could be gone forever. You may be all that's left. Please, don't forget us. Keep us alive in your hearts. And tell your children of the wonders that once were. On behalf of the crew of the Normandy SR2, this is Dr. Liara Tassoni, signing off.
Alliance personnel, please stand by for an emergency flash traffic message.
This is a galaxy-wide alert for all human territories. Fleet Admiral Stephen Hackett has declared threat condition Saber 1. Enemy presence confirmed in Sol System. Earth under Reaper attack. I say again, Reaper attack is underway. Instructions to follow on coded channel Crimson Tacit. May God save.
This is Paladin Command to all Turian units within range. Under catastrophic Reaper attack. Primarch Fedorian is dead. Ground units are searching for the next in succession. We'll advise when. Everybody get down!
You know, I'm actually getting these feelings right now as if I hear this for first time. Didn't expect that. Like, oof. Even though I know it, next Mass Effect game is gonna really starts in Milky Way, so kind of it was kind of clear always If they're gonna do a sequel, it will be defeat of the Reaper ending. Never gonna be Shepard refused the ending and then just, everybody loses. Just the question is what. I'm still thinking they're gonna retcon the endings. They're just gonna have like something close to the Mass Effect happy ending retcon. Because what reason why Andromeda happens the game is because they couldn't do a direct sequel to the Mass Effect 3 because the ending just messed things up. It just too much. People keep saying we're gonna play with Shepard again and we're gonna play like just a few years after Mass Effect 3. You just cope. Just cope. Sorry, just a cope. I'm actually not sorry at all, actually. It's a cope. Don't cope. Stop coping.
Alec, this is Gian Garson. For the record, year 2185. It's about Fulcrum. I'm on the Nexus and we're going into stasis for the voyage. Looks like you're already asleep. I'm very uncomfortable with our benefactor, and the fact that we still don't know who they are, and all these lives in our hands. I should have done something sooner. This is all very troubling, Alec. Let's talk as soon as you reach Andromeda.
Jen, I got your message about Fulcrum. It's now 2819. We reached Andromeda but have no sign of the Nexus. I have the same concerns as you. In all likelihood, the Milky Way... Well, something terrible happened there. At least the benefactor spared us from that. But why keep hiding? Something's off. But we've got bigger problems at the moment. Habitat 7 may be a bust. Finding a home is all that matters now. I'm securing these Milky Way reports. This is the only copy and I don't want it getting out. Whatever happened was 600 years ago. Someday we might break the news to everyone if the time's right. I guess we always knew there was no going back.
But we might be going back. Still. Oof. Reaper War stuff is really... still shakes me to the bones. Nothing. Alright, so we are going back to the Cryo Bay. No, that's Docking Bay. Cryo Bay. Yeah, because the other quest is open.
Krogan leadership that recognizes the Krogan right to sovereignty in Andromeda. Clan Elder Nakmor Drax reached for comment while traveling with the human Pathfinder aboard the Tempest.
Quads, it's about time.
This is HNS.
Oh! There's actually audio logo down done.
What year is it?
2819. It's been a long nap.
Why do I feel so crappy?
The human body wasn't designed for this. Take it easy, and you'll get your bearings back.
There you are. What's all this about? Okay, this is the pod you told me about. Who's Elizabeth Riley?
I could have milked this a little, but this is Mom.
What?
I saw Dad's last memory. He brought her. ER isn't Elizabeth Riley. It's Ellen Ryder.
I don't... How... Wow, how is this possible?
Apparently, putting her into stasis also put her disease on hold.
Its progress has been halted. Alec put her in stasis after she fell unconscious in the hospital.
This is incredible. So Dad being a pain in the ass finally paid off. I want to shake his hand. And then punch him. Why didn't he tell us?
I said the same thing, but does it really matter? She's still with us.
Well, let's get her out of there.
That's inadvisable. Although Ellen is alive, reviving her would trigger the disease, which would prove fatal.
I guess you're right. You don't want to mess around with that.
Your father understood this would take time.
What do you mean?
Alec hoped that in Andromeda, we would discover new scientific insights that could provide answers. Our journeys in Helios have indeed provided valuable genetic knowledge, information that could lead to a cure. But patience is required. For the moment, enjoy the fact that she is still alive, and that your accomplishments will one day save her life.
But she's right here. How long do we have to wait?
As long as it takes to perfect a cure. If her life, or your father's, means anything, we owe them that much.
Sam's right. It'll take as long as it takes. No rushing it.
My original purpose was to ensure the survival of Ellen Ryder. It is a mission I hope the three of us will one day fulfill, together.
You know, that was a really beautiful, lovely scene. Ruined by my broken jaw. What the hell was that? Yeah, it wasn't not a thing constantly, just for that cutscene it was broken down there. What the hell? Also that message, like, as long as it takes, we won't rush it. Feels like Red Bull, feels like next Mass Effect. Jesus Christ.
Hang in there, Mom. We missed you. We'll get you out of there someday. Don't go anywhere. Sorry. Couldn't help it.
But it kind of fucked up that she was ready to accept her death, but she may potentially not only be cured and live through it, while her husband is dead, one that refused to accept her death. It's rather sad. And depending how long as it takes, it's up to BioWare really. It could be like the children die before. The children may be older than her and maybe die before her. Jeez, that's really messed up possibility that BioWare can do.
How's it going?
Well, I'll let you take it easy then.
Be careful out there. It'll look bad if both Ryders end up in the hospital.
But, yeah. There are signs that Ryder will be the next protagonist of Mass Effect game, but they are very tiny signs. But but it's like reaching things, so nothing concrete.
Good to see you.
Oh, or the platformers in the tech lab.
Hi, Ryder.
How are things going with Ark Lucinia?
The Asari seem happy.
Ryder, I trust there are no hard feelings. As tempting as Meridian may be, caution must guide us.
Director, it's my job as Pathfinder to take risks. Meridian is our chance to find a home. What else matters?
Avoiding wholesale slaughter at the hands of the Ket, for one.
That could happen anyway. It's worth the risk.
The leadership disagrees. That's our final word. Did you have some other business?
That's all. Thanks for your time.
I'm here to serve. Something I can help you with?
Right, he doesn't talk anything about the saving the Salian arc.
Pathfinder.
She says nothing. Does Addison say anything? She's part of the leadership.
Yes, Pathfinder?
Nothing. Andros.
We're getting the Solarian arc settled in now. That's an entire wave of arcs accounted for thanks to you. Plus, outposts and... How do you find time for all this?
I could help you manage your time better, if you like.
Like I have time for that. Just so you know, our intel says the Archon's pissed. I'd warn your team.
There's an Asari documentarian in your cells, Carrie Tavessa.
Yes, word came down that her series was frightening people. We can't afford more unrest.
But...
I'm sorry, Ryder, but it was this or exile. At least this way she's safe. Now, anything else?
Bye, Kandros. Duty calls.
You and me both, Pathfinder.
Any logistics updates are due within the hour.
Alright, she's out of the jail. Now to the labs.
Convicted murderer Nilken Rensis exiled for his role in the killing of Security Chief Hiram Reynolds. This is HNS.
Oh, there's anything in the culture exchange difference?
I'm Gian Garson.
Nothing different here.
On behalf of the Nexus, I welcome you to the Cultural Center. Please have a look around.
Ryder, good to see you. We've been working with Dr. Aradana and her team on the problem of getting to Meridian.
We think we have the answer.
Your cup fell
listening.
off.
It's plans for new technology we've designated Ghost Storm.
As you approach Meridian, our own ships can broadcast fake returns for the Tempest.
The Ket won't know which one is real. It will confuse their sensors and draw their ships off.
It could buy you some time.
Sounds like this has never been tested. What if it doesn't work?
You're clever. I'm sure you'll figure something out.
This means going against the initiative. We're on our own. You didn't hear that.
Hear what? We've been collating gamma charts all day.
A risk comes with the job. Part of being a Pathfinder.
Let's get to it then. The Archon isn't sitting on his hands.
You'll need to research the Ghost Storm technology first. Then we'll meet you at Meridian.
Good luck.
I wonder how these Angara have adapted in such a harsh cluster. How is their metabolism?
They can create an EMP charge through their skin.
Fascinating. Could you get us a measurement? Even a handshake would do.
Now I'm gonna go back to operations so I can chat with the Solarian Pathfinder. There's a really good scene when you unite all the Pathfinders.
Species are at odds as talks break down over a unified curriculum for initiative.
Although I'm not sure you need to get an Eva first to trigger that.
This is HNS. Superintendent Kesh reminds everyone all power grid adjustments must be approved beforehand.
Ryder?
Captain Hager? Or is it Pathfinder Hager now?
Well, I have the title, but I've only begun the training. There's so much to learn.
We stagnate when we stop learning.
There's no risk of that. What can I do for you?
I know Reika was well loved. Have your people embraced you?
They know I share their reverence for her. They know I mourn with them. But the sense of security she inspired, that will take time to find again. Restoring that is what drives me. Only then will I have honored her.
How are your people adjusting to life here?
My people are waking up and going into mourning. For the thousands lost and, of course, for Reika. She was beloved. They said goodbye to everyone back home, went to sleep for 600 years, only to face this. But we are not the first, just among the many.
How has it been, learning the ways of the Pathfinders?
You make it sound like a mystical order. I imagine everything will go into overdrive once my SAM is online. Until then, it's all just book learning. But I already feel as though I'm barely keeping my head above water, gasping for breath.
What are you working on now?
After what we went through, the Solarian path is clear. We came so close to suffering as the Angara suffered. It's our mandate to figure out exaltation. I already have a task force studying the Ket to that end.
Understanding exaltation is paramount to survival here.
In and of itself, it is the greatest threat we face. I will share all our findings.
Nice talking with you, Hager.
And with you, Ryder.
Sounds like our experience was a picnic compared to what the Solarians went through. Hager's inexperienced, but the potential's there. A little time and he might blossom as you did.
Good luck, Sarissa.
Thank you. I'll need it.
Yeah, that's also the big reason why in my main playthrough I saved the Solarian Pathfinder, because Jesus, we are all... None of us... Okay, well, he's a former Spectre and you are a former commander, but...
It's hard to know where to start.
But...
Ryder's a good example, if you tone things down a little.
I'll do whatever I must to help my people.
You've got the Pathfinder mindset, at least.
Okay, I forgot their talk.
Hey, Ryder.
Good.
Hi, Ryder.
Anyway, I lost my train of thought. Yeah, that's why I save original Solarian Pathfinder, because she's the only original one, yeah. Only experience with your original legacy thinking and all that, so yeah. But yeah. Yeah, I think I need to get an email to be invited.
A bar opens on the Nexus. Visitors herald the vortex as a sign of civility.
How much did I record? Yeah.
Sleepers wake in need of a drink. This is HNS.
I don't care what she says.
An Angaran delegation arrives on the Nexus.
I think I just need to read some emails. The best.